Okay, hello. Today's video is gonna be something a little bit different. I do have a video coming up that is, like clips and stuff, like my usual content. I have that video made, it's ready to, be uploaded. I'm just waiting on doing that. I wanna do it at the right time, because I recently uploaded a video, so I'm gonna give it a little bit of time, let it age a little bit, get some views in, then I'm gonna upload my new one. This video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to post this video before my clip video, like in about 2 days. So, this video, it's not going to be full matches or anything. It's all it is it's going to be me going over my settings with you. I'm on my main account, my anatomy account. Um, this account is not ranked yet. Um, I only have 5 placements done. Whenever I play with my stack, which is usually really late at night for me, I play as many as I can. That's when they're on. Right now I'm 4-1 with 1.4 KD. Yeah. Yeah, boys. This was the season that I first started playing. This was what, 2 seasons ago when I met my stack, and this was last season on this account. But I don't really play this account that much. Like when I say my main account, I mean my first account ever that I ever had. This was that account, and I'm working on it a little bit more. But yeah, I'm just gonna go over my settings. As you can see from my clips, I'm not a bad player. I'm pretty decent. If you look at my account, right now the thing that I use is bugged a little bit. Like it doesn't display stuff sometimes. But last time I checked, my highest rank count is top 20,000 in the game. Not too high, I know, but I'm a decent player. I just want to show you guys my settings and explain to you why I have them. I'll just go through everything. I'll try to keep this video less than 15-20 minutes. So let's get right into it. Matchmaking, I'm not really going to go over. I really just have bomb on it and an elimination. The only map I use is Consulate in Tihan. Interface preferences. Okay. I have points on. I like them. They don't distract me. They give me, I think, quite a bit of information. When I down somebody, sometimes across map or something, or far away, and I don't get the audio cue, I just know, hey, he's down. uh, oh, hey, you downed the guy that I tagged. You know, grenade indicator on, so I know where the grenades are coming from, because sometimes sound and, my sight isn't always the best. Teammate outline, I don't like this. I don't like having this, on. It distracts me a lot. But I do have their names on, so I know who's who and where they are. Threat indicator off. Genuinely don't even really know what this does. I just had it off just in case it would distract me a little bit, but I don't seem to need it. I've tried it on and off. I don't see a difference at all. Hit indicator, I have that off. I don't like it. I think it's distracting. I know when I hit something, because like I said, like points and just the sound cue and seeing it. Reload indicator on. Just that little bit of like, hey, I need to reload, because you're not always looking at your ammo. At least I'm not all the time, so I don't have that on. I don't like it to be on. I don't like it to be off, so I keep it on. Health, I keep that off because this is one of the biggest things. Health, when I have it on, I get very self-conscious about my health. If I'm at like 50 health and I see that I'm at 50 health, my health bar, I play a lot different than I do when I have it off. Like, I just need to know, am I 75, am I 50, am I 20? How low, am I 25? How low am I? Can I guesstimate? If I'm between 25 and 50, I'm probably 30, 40 HP. I can see at the top of my screen. I don't need this on. This distracts me a lot. It makes me play differently, saying that I'm low or that I'm full HP. So I don't like having it on. It makes me play different. Weapon panel, I like keeping on just to see everything. Um, some things that some people will find distracting, I don't find. But no, I think everyone should have or has weapon panel on. It's just good to see what you have in your utility belt. Compass, I keep that on because my friends, what they like to do a lot is say, hey, he's south side of the building. Hey, they're coming east. Not really give a call out, if you know what I mean. Like, hey, let's push east side. Hey, they're coming south. My friends like to do that a lot. So I keep it on to know exactly what he's talking about or what my friends are talking about. Also for callouts, if I shoot at someone, I'm shooting at someone, and for some reason I just can't, it's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't say the call out. I'll say, hey, I'll look at my compass for a second. Hey, he's in this room, or I need help in this room. Happens to all of us. That's okay. False notifications. This is just that, like, when you kill someone or you get killed, one of your teammates gets killed, it pops up 5v full in white letters. Full v5 in white letters. That's what the versus notification is. So, like 5 versus 5 or 5 versus 4, 5 versus 3. I keep that off. I don't like seeing that. It distracts me. It makes me look at it, which makes me take my eyes off my vertical. And I don't like having it. I can, heal or see, or my teammates will give a call if or when they die. So I don't like having that on. Crosshair I have on because, well, I like having my crosshair on. I like seeing where stuff is. I like seeing just all of that. I like seeing where the center of my screen is, what my crosshairs are like right there. Hit confirmation I have off. Again, I don't need to know. I can see that, I can hear it, and I can like basically it's gonna sound weird, but I can like feel it. I know when I hit something, so I don't need it on. Show buff debuff. I don't know what this does. Like truly, I have no clue what this does. So I just keep it on because why not? Area of effect on. I'm pretty sure that's when like you throw a grenade and it shows like the black scorched smoke on the ground or wall that it was next to. I think that's what that is, but again, I don't really know what that is. So show ping crosshair and character. This is that little white dot in the center of your crosshairs, whole center of your screen really, because you can see it even though like you're running or something. So that's what that little dot. I don't like having that. It makes me feel like I'm playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare. I don't like it, so I just keep it off, and I don't really need it to like ping things. So usually when I ping something, I'm gonna be looking at it, or if I really need to ping on ADS, I can just say, okay, here's the center of my crosshair. This is where the ping's gonna be. So I don't like having it on. I just don't like the look of it. However, I do like the ping crosshair in the observation tools. I like that a lot because you're very precise with it, and I just like keeping it on observation tools, but not in my character. Alright, 7 minutes in. Damn. 7 minutes, damn. Uh, Ping on. That's the yellow ping. Display game info. So this is like your FPS counter, your ping. I don't like having that on because one, I already have an FPS counter up here. This is the one in the Uplay settings. Like it says like enable FPS counter in games that can have it. I had that on, so I don't need this. And also, I don't like when I have this on. I mainly just look at my ping and stuff, and I really hate doing that because it takes my eyes off of my screen. So I don't like having it on. Cycle inside camera groups, I have it off. I have drone after prep on semi-automatic and PC chat on all. Sometimes I have it disabled though because toxicity really sucks, but it is what it is. Audio settings. So I have my headphones up to the max it can go. My Windows settings are on 93 and my master volume is 88. That might seem very loud, but trust me, get used to it, and it's not like raping your ears loud, like it's really not that bad. I just like things to be very, very loud in game. Um, so that's why I keep it up so high. Dialogue volume, so that's the characters. I keep it a little bit below what the default is because I don't want to hear Ash screaming "breaching round," in my ear all the time. So I tone it down just a little bit. Dynamic range, night mode. I think most people have this on night mode. If you don't have it on night mode, I would suggest trying it on night mode. It makes footsteps a little bit easier to hear, so that's why I have it on. Voice chat volume on. Some people have different mics, so some people have really loud mics, some people have really quiet mics. So I keep it up here just so I can hear everyone, no matter what kind of quality they have, I can hear the call out. So yeah. Mute on and focused on, so that means when I alt tab out of the game sound will be muted. Push to talk on. Everyone on PC. I don't care who you are. Everybody should have push to talk on. I don't really care what button you have it assigned to, but have it on. It is so annoying to have to hear you just breathing into your mic or your parents talking about dinner in the background. It's so annoying. Display settings. So I, went on 1080p full screen so I can get 144 hertz. Aspect ratio 5 full. This is not commonly used. I like 5 full. Okay, so the thing I used to run on full 3. Okay, so when I play, I either play on 3.2, full 3, 5 full. These were the main two I played on, 5 full and full 3, the main two. I played on 3.2 for a little bit. but these are the main two I played on. Just 5 full, full 3. 3-2 I played on for a little bit, but it wasn't bad. It just wasn't. I don't think it was as good as full 3 or 5 full. Full 3, everyone was really just fast. Like 5 full people are like actually kind of slow, and it's easier to just see people, and it's also stretched quite a bit. 80 FOV, when I have this on 90 FOV, my game, like, it looks like it stutters a little bit, so I have it toned down just a tad to 80, so I have nice clean images, and I can still see pretty much everything that you could at 90. Graphic quality, I have pretty much everything on low except for LOD quality. Uh, that's it, yeah, and texture quality. I have LOD on very high, and texture on medium, and I have 140 from now. That's just because my monitor. I run about like between 170 to like 220. I have a decent graphics card, so I run Vulkan all the time. I run Vulkan. I love Vulkan. I hate how it doesn't have Discord overlay, but you get used to that. Anti-aliasing I usually have, like when I don't play Vulkan, I play on FXAA, but since I play on TAA, because you have to have this thing, adaptive window scaling target FPS, that is basically whatever number I set this to, it will try to go around that FPS. So I have it at 222. My graphics card is not that powerful to have 222 plus on my things. Like, it's not a bad graphics card, it's just not that powerful. Um, but yeah, like I said, I run around very high 100s or low, like below 200s. So I just keep 222 to maximize as much as I can. Um, Sometimes on some maps I get like easily above 220, like full wheels. Like it's like on some maps I do, sometimes some maps I don't. It mainly depends on the map. But you have to have TAA enabled to have this. Like look. Let me go off TAA. You can't choose it. You have to have TAA on to use that. So I do, but I have the sharpness up to 100 because I hate TAA. I think it looks ugly. When I play on not Vulcan, I use FXA. I used to have anti-aliasing on off, but now I use FXA because it makes things less blurry. TAA though, I like. I don't like, but I like how you can have this option here. That's the main reason why I play Vulcan. Just the stable FPS, because the FPS when you are on, at least when I am on regular Siege build, it's very inconsistent. I have a lot of FPS drops, so I like having just a consistent FPS. And I have this all the way up to make my game look as good as possible. If I tone this down, uh, I would probably actually be getting quite a bit more FPS. But yeah, that's what it is. Now for the good stuff. For my sensitivity, I'll get to that last. So I run 1414. I've switched a lot though. I run 400 DPI, 1414. Um, I used to run 1516. But now I don't. I run 1414 now. Mouse ADS sensitivity. This is everything. So 24 for I used a sensitivity calculator. So I put my horizontal sensitivity and my old ADS sensitivity, like my old standard ADS sensitivity. I used to, what is it? My older one was 35. Could you? Thank you. My older one was 35, but then I put that in my no. But then I put this into a calculator, my old sense, and it basically makes everything equal. Like it makes everything, like all the sites, like sensitivities equal, except for 1.5. If you look at 1.5, you see that I get like 40 instead of 34. But I lowered it a little bit because I thought it was just a little bit too fast. It was like 30, it was like 40, and then I lowered it to 36, and then I lowered it to 34, and I think it's comfortable. But yeah, these are my senses. If you want a second, just go ahead. Okay. Mouse wheel disabled. I'll go aim, I would hold, lean toggle, sprint hold, crouch toggle, prone toggle, walk toggle. That's your slow walk. I don't like it on hold because then that takes away a finger for me to use. So I just, and my walk button is B. I'll get into that with my controls though. Running a little bit tight on time. I'm not going to go into my controls, because that would take too long. Um, Opacity though, I used to have all this just on like default, so just default, default, default. But I use it on 55 because 100 was way too thick, especially on like the new sites like the 2.0, 1.5. So I use on 55. Other ones I would recommend though, if you like, to be able to like a decently thick optic, but it's not too thick, I would suggest 60, I would suggest 70, and I would suggest 50. I use 55 though, I like it. Um, do I have enough time to go through my? Yeah, I won't spend too much time on it though. I'll just say it what it is, not really explain. So Verno interface I have a 7, so all this is default pretty much. Actually that's cap. My alt chat is backslash, so the little slash above enter, because sometimes when you type into the chat, it types the letter that your alt chat button is. So say your alt chat button is like you sometimes I would type in the letter U to open up my alt chat, and it would also type U in my sentence, even though I didn't press U 2 times. So I have team chat as U and alt chat as the black backslash. So even though it gets in my um, sentence or my text, it doesn't really matter because it doesn't affect any volts or anything. Push to talk I have as T. A lot of people have this. Like some of my friends have it on the mouse. Some others have it as Y. I like having it T. So because I give calls quite a bit. So yeah, I have it as T or Y. Movable W. So just WASD QE. All this is normal. My sprint is shift. My crouch and prone. I'll switch. Most people have crouch as C and control as prone, but no, I have that switch. I like crouching with control and proning with C. Walk, like I said, my slow walk is B. Default. Melee attack I have as full. Some people have this as like V. I don't like that. I used to have it on my mouse, but then I pressed it too much. Actually, no, that wasn't the case. My I used to have on my two side mouse buttons. I used to have secondary gadget and melee. Melee was my back one. Secondary gadget was my front one. I would accident like if I was going to like flick or something, I would accidentally press my secondary gadget button and like throw a grenade or a nitro cell or an impact or something, and it got really annoying. So I moved my secondary gadget from my front mouse button, so the one closest to the like tip of my mouse and the scroll wheel. I moved the secondary gadget to the back one, close to my back mouse, so I didn't press it. My like now, like my front mouse button, like the one closest to my scroll wheel, doesn't do anything. It's not assigned to anything because I press it so much, so I don't want it to get in the way of anything. So I had to find a new melee button. I tried different things. I tried tab. I tried G. I tried just a few different things. I tried the tilde, the symbol next to one, but I like full because I like hitting it with my left index finger. So melee, primary gadget, that's default. Secondary gadgets on my mouse. Enter observation tools 5. Deploy drone is alt. A lot of people are thinking, why in all hell is it alt? That's because I don't like stretching my finger all the way over to 6 to throw a drone. And, say I try to throw a drone or throw a cam. Not throw a cam, throw a drone, I would, say accidentally get on cams. Accidentally push talk. I just have it on alt and hit it with my thumb because that's a lot easier. And I mean, sometimes I occasionally just hit the spacebar and vault something, but that usually doesn't happen too much. And when it does, it's not that big of a deal. So default, ping, default, switch firing mode. Like I said, that's B for most people. Like I said, I have B occupying my slow walk button, so I have it as V right next to each other. Doesn't really make a difference. Weapon swap, that used to be period, but it's not anymore because it was annoying. Uh, yeah, that's everything, and then I scan with X. Thank you guys for tuning into this video. Those were all my controls, and, just settings and stuff like that. My brightness is 50, by the way. Uh, Actually, I think on my other accounts, I use, like, 55 or 60. But, thank you guys for tuning in to the video. If you like more videos like this, just let me know. I would love to do more of this, like settings or, maybe some advice and ranks and stuff like that. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.